Hey, what's up, everybody? This is VisitJoan, and welcome to another apartment renovation. This time around, I am renovating 1310 Chic Street, and I am renovating this for a married couple, and they're not, newlyweds, but they're newly married enough to where they don't have any children yet, but they do have a puppy named Susie. But anyway, this build is for, actually Mallory Cupman and Andrew Cattle from the Appleton series. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about them because, well, I've already done it. But Mallory is a musician. She really is a virtuoso. And Andrew is pretty much a scientist. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about them. But on this apartment, I know that the original one had 2 bedrooms, but the second bedroom was just so tiny. It wasn't even like a bedroom. There was just a room to put a bed. So I decided to scrap that and just made it 1 bedroom. And when I was doing the floor plan, I realized I forgot the bathroom. So I had to make the bathroom, really small. So, your sim may or may not actually be able to get around in there. But you know what? There's ways you can work around that, probably. So I haven't play tested the whole thing yet. But if it doesn't work, then your sims will just have to go to the community pool for a shower. And one thing that was really kind of challenging when doing this apartment is just that space was so tight, and I had to make sure I had to put everything in there that they would need, and whatchamacallit, and just make sure that they had enough room to actually, move around. And I was actually kind of deciding whether or not, sorry, I wanted to put the dog actually in there. The dog is a puppy, but I figured, the only thing that dogs really need are food bowls, because they can go to sleep anywhere, and just one squeaky toy, and that's pretty much it. So yes, there was enough room for the puppy, but I also didn't want the layout to be the exact same way it was when, we first got City Living. So I kind of wanted to change that up a little bit, but I kept it, I didn't really keep it the same. I kept it, primarily, well, not primarily, I don't even know. I changed it up a little bit, but there wasn't all that much I could do given the position of the door and where everything else was in this apartment. So, and also I did test out the photo studio. I actually sent the couple and Mallory's mom over to get some portraits of them to put on the wall. So when we get to the screenshots, you will see actual pictures of them, except for one collage, which I completely forgot about. But anyway, that was just really kind of frustrating because, it's a retail store. So one time I got them all set up on the markers. I said, okay, Janelle, go take the picture. And then this employee just started talking to Andrew. And then all of a sudden when the picture rolled, I'm like, dude, get out of the way. I'm trying to take a picture here. It's just oh my goodness. And then, I tried to take a picture of them together, and they would just walk over to a random part of the store. There was no background at all. I'm like, why would you take a picture of a couple like that in the middle of the store? It was just kind of frustrating, but eventually I figured it out. And it kind of took a little bit longer than I thought it would, and that's a problem because it's the weekend in my game, and basically, I have to coordinate that with when I shoot for Trouble in Paradise because, Dirk and Lilith are teenagers, and a good chunk of the day they're actually at school, so I can't really film them. But anyway, this living room is where things started getting, really tight. I put those, little ottomans that you see there kind of, by the, TV table over there, just because, if they were to have guests, they would be able to, pull them out and let the guests sit on them. But when the guests aren't there, I wanted them to be kind of out of the way. And the entrance hallway was just kind of hard too, because like I said, we had no space. And there are a couple things I forgot. See there, I just, had to get rid of one of the end tables because I realized, oh shoot, I have to put her musical instruments in there. And I know in The Sims 2, they had synth, bass, and guitar. But, there's no synth and no bass in The Sims 4. However, there is a violin and there is, a music production studio. So I did stick that in their bedroom. But other than that, it's pretty much just the necessities. I mean, it is just a married couple. They don't really need all that much. Just a place to sit, to hang out, to cook food, and, stuff like that. And, of course, stuff for the dog to eat. Also, I pretty much filmed this all in one day. And, it was kind of funny because, I was just really kind of tired, so I didn't film all that much in the afternoon, oh my goodness, of me doing a different house. But by the time, on 5 o'clock rolled around or something like that, I just felt what, I just want to go back and keep building this stuff. So I just built the rest of this right then and there. So this was pretty much all one day for me. So, there's this mall that's 20 minutes from my house, and the other day, somebody actually drove a car through the Sears and went into the hallway of the mall. And nobody was seriously injured, thank goodness. But it was kind of funny because half the people on Twitter were making Blues Brothers jokes, and the other half were just even more surprised that there's a Sears that was still open. I mean, we were there, like a month ago when on the day Moschino came out, and my mom and I were just wondering, is that Sears even open? Because it kind of looks deserted, but apparently it was. So somebody either has the driving skills of SpongeBob, or I don't even know what the heck their problem was. I mean, why would you drive a car through a mall? Like, that just makes no sense. I mean, I know why the Blues Brothers did it, but, yeah, never mind. But it really reminded me of the one part in the game Trauma Team where, the couple of the doctors were at a mall and a school bus comes flying in right through the second floor of the mall. And some people, like on YouTube that I was watching a Let's Play, were wondering, how the heck did it get to the second floor of the mall? And I was just thinking, when you go into this mall where this car drove in, and you go through JCPenney, and you don't take the escalators or whatever, you're on the second floor of the mall. And, well, lo and behold, somebody did drive through the mall, but at least it wasn't a bus, and at least it wasn't the second floor. Anyway, you guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed this build, I would really appreciate you leaving a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to be caught up on everything social media related, be sure to follow me on Instagram if you want to see behind the scenes, fun facts, things like that. And on Twitter if you want to see just Sims related stuff, and I don't know, just stuff in general, want to know when videos are coming out. But anyway, you guys, that's pretty much it. It's a short but sweet. I'm going to get out of here, but I'm going to be seeing you in the next video. Bye, everybody!